We are a great school system. Not a day or a week goes by that somebody doesn't inquire about our school system because they're considering moving to this area, and because of the wonderful community that we have and the school system and the reputation that we have, we are a destination school system. People come here for the schools and the community. We also have a vision. We have an idea about what young people need to know and be able to do for success in post-high school learning and work. We've been on that journey for a long time right now, and we're intentionally trying to create that experience in every classroom in our school system, where every day for every child there's quality learning taking place. That's focused on that vision and our end goal of giving our young people options when they leave us. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in a fairly difficult position right now. We've had a number of people working on this for a few years, but we've had some downturns in the economy that have influenced the timing for a bond measure, but we're pretty full right now. Young people at this school, a lot of them spend the better part of their day in some portables that are not necessarily quality learning environments. In all of our schools, we're using spaces in different ways. If you take a look at that, we're full already. We have some spaces. We can put some more kids in our building, but all you need to know on that one, that's projected enrollment out to 2020, and if you look at the far right in 2019 on that, you can't see 2020, but basically the projections are for 1,700 additional students between now and then. And we don't have space for 1,700 students, and still maintaining the journey that we're on with the delivery models that we're engaged with right now. We have spaces in our school system that are crowded. That's a hallway at the junior high. If you've had the opportunity to walk the hallways during passing time, you get some sense of what it feels like in our building. Yes, we can house students above what the building was designed for, but at some point in time, every day those kids come to the same general areas that are shared. And that's where we begin to feel initially how overcrowded we are. We're also putting adults and young people in spaces that weren't designed to be classrooms, and certainly weren't designed to hold different kinds of learning to support kids in interventions. So we're using nooks and crannies. We have homerooms and in rooms that were never designed to be a homeroom. We also have some repair needs in our buildings that you can't complete with the general fund budget. We have to go to the community to do some of the major repair needs that we have in our school system because of the way that schools are financed in the state of Washington. That's the alternative that we have. Yeah, I can't see that down here, but hopefully you can see that. You can look around and ask any kid in this room about the quality of some of the portables that we have. We have an over-reliance right now on portables to house students. They are not always quality learning environments. Some of them at this building, especially, were purchased from the Kent School District over 20 years ago. Kent surplused them at that time. They're still in use in our school system, and they're not what we want for a quality learning environment for adults and young people in our system. We've been on this journey, and we've been focused in one direction for a long time. We believe that we do have the insight and understanding of what young people need to know and be able to do for success in the future. And we have experienced success. You can look at any measure, and we don't put them out there. We don't toot our horn very often, but in an evening like this, it's time to toot our horn. You can get on any online and look at quality school systems and look at the measurements that are out there right now, and you'll find Tahoma schools and or the Tahoma School District at the top of any of those measurements. So when you look around at the staff members in the room this evening, and when you're in your school, thank them, and then thank the kids, because we have great kids. But we do produce a good quality, and we think we have a journey that we've identified that we want to stay on. We don't want to have that journey disrupted, and if we can't find ways to house 1,700 students in less than a decade, we're going to need to look at different ways to house students. And that single track and that focus that we had, we're going to lose sight of that, and we're going to be looking at other ways that are going to take us in multiple directions. And that vision that we have is going to be disrupted. We'll have a negative energy drain in our system as we think about, plan, and implement some other delivery model that will influence the quality and it'll influence the comprehensive program, the ability for all of our young people to engage in that and meet their needs for post-high school learning and work.